in the game. Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if we find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen again.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country at points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can go catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Fires to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Shaw. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Noles want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the marker. On the move at the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Looking to throw, it's Denson. They get enough rush, Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Makes the grab, it's off. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 40, there he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get into the 33. And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw.
Got enough space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Denson. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. looking to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Here's a heat. Lets it fly on the move. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Unloads quickly. Got room at the 35. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Right back to him on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Going to swing it on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
Now, a fourth down.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll run the option. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Turns it on at midfield. Rams him with the stiff arm. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down.
Here we go.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count.
On the set.
Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
Come on, set.
On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Here comes the option. Touchdown, Knowles! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Clemson, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Smith takes the handoff. Still on his feet at the 35. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime?
He smashes his way through again. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Denson. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
691, Gator Spark. Jack Rabbit.
Handoff from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hand off from the shotgun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout.
4-2, spine, go!
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Ineligible safety, downfield, off offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again.
3-25.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. Down at the 27.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Let's go!
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the ground with the back. There he goes! The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The play-action fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right
now. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense is maxed out in this pressure. Another sack. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Austin. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds his tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, it's 3rd and short, so you look for your easiest throw and easiest completion. That's to the tight end. He makes the catch, and you move the chains.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Yankee blue! Yankee
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give from the gun. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
On to set.
They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on 3rd down. Breaks the tackle. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt